Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Inside Eden. It's your interior design bestie, Jamie Roddy, here to answer all of your questions. Remember, here there are no stupid questions. Why? Because I weed all of those out for you. Today's question is awesome. I love it because I did it just this last week. The question is, Jamie, do I have to have a mirror in my entryway? The answer is nope, you don't. Some entryways are entirely conducive to a mirror, and some entryways are not at all. So let's get into, if you have a mirror, what you should have and who should not have a mirror, where you should place the mirror, what shape should the mirror be. That is what we're discussing today. Number one, we're going to get a little deep into Feng Shui about this. Mirrors, even if you don't believe in Feng Shui or energy at all, you still understand the concept that mirrors reflect, and whatever it reflects, it expounds. So, couple things. You never want to have your mirror directly in front of your front door. When you open the front door and you're bombarded with an image of yourself, it's like energetically pushing you back out the door. So this is never where you want to have a mirror. Now, if you did, you could have like an antique mirror there. That would be helpful. But in general, if you are opening a door and there's a wall right in front of you, that should be art, decor, textile art, all kinds of things, sculpture, but not a mirror. Ideally, you have a mirror on the side. So you open a door and then their mirror is here. And that's nice and it's functional too. Like when you're leaving the house, you can go check your action, do I have anything on my teeth? How's my fit? This is a very functional mirror to have. And I had that in my entryway. So why did I remove it? I'll get to it. The other thing that's very important is if your mirror is on the side, as it should be, what is it reflecting? Is it reflecting a pile of dirty shoes? That is not okay. That is going to expound the energy of clutter, disorder. So not only do you see it when you look over at the pile of shoes, you also see it when you look into the mirror. It's like doubling your clutter. Whatever that's reflecting, it needs to be truly lovely. So sometimes, if at all possible, like you have a mirror situation reflecting a piece of art on the other side, that is totally disco tango. And that's what you kind of want to go for. Let's talk a little bit about shape of mirrors. Generally, and a lot of you do this. Sometimes, I bet some of you are going to say this right now. You do things instinctually and you don't really know why you're doing them. You just know it looks better. So, for instance, we just know a round mirror in an entry looks better. Generally, we see a lot more round than rectangular. And that is, again, for flow of energy. You're coming in the front door and you want to just keep energy kind of flowing through the house. Now, rectangle or square mirrors are very static and a little severe. So I have seen and done some beautiful, like large scale rectangle mirrors, but then you're going to offset that sort of kind of static, severe energy with round, planty things, decor on a table, perhaps in front of it. Perhaps there's, rounded pods in front for people to sit and take their shoes off. You just want to soften those edges anytime you're in an entryway. So why did I take my mirror away from my entry? When you came in, it was on the side. There was a plant in front of it. It was a beautiful oval shape. It was about 5 feet by 2 feet in a narrow entry. It actually looked really, really good. But I realized that after having it there for like 9 months too, that it was reflecting purely downstairs. I live in a stacked kind of these coastal California homes where right now we're on the top floor. You enter on around the middle floor. Okay. And the mirror was pointing straight downstairs to the laundry and to a very cluttered, like garage space. It was dark. It's very hardly ever used. And the garage just seems to be getting more and more and more cluttered. And I thought, you know what, this isn't good energy. It looked great, but The second that I switched it out and I put a piece of art where that oval mirror used to be, so the whole house feels lighter. It really, really does. And so I encourage you to kind of play around with those sort of principles. The main thing in is that your entry is the hello, it's the fine, how do you do? It's the you never get a second chance to make a first impression with your house guests too. So I'll probably, if you ask me more questions about entry, I'll probably answer them. But keep that in mind for now. It's really, really important. And there's this another thing that personally I tell my clients all the time about mirrors versus art. Yeah, they expand a space. Yeah, they make a space seem brighter and bigger. But it's like every time I see a mirror, there's a little judgment. There's a tiny little judgment. Like, oh, let me fix my hair. Do you know, every time I look at a beautiful piece of art, I don't think I need to fix my hair. I'm not like looking for something in my teeth. I'm not wondering if I got too much sun. Do you see what I mean? Do I look fat in those jeans? Art never made me ask if I look fat in those jeans, people. So the overuse of mirrors can kind of be quelled down a little bit. Just remember that. Be kind to yourself and kind to your entry. So to recap, let's keep them round as often as possible. Let's use art. Let's watch what we're reflecting. Let's not put it in front of the front door. So mirrors and entries, sometimes yes, sometimes no. There is very few rules in interior design, and this is just another case in point of that. So hopefully that helped. Ask me more questions. I am here for you. It's your girl, Jamie Roddy out. Ciao for now.